jockeys.com. Before I begin this review, I want to remind you that we're having a giveaway on my site this week for a Blu-ray DVD combo of Bull Durham. All you have to do to enter is answer this trivia question. What other 3 baseball films has Kevin Costner been in? Send your answer to hauntedflower@me.com and you will be entered to win in the contest. This is a busy week for me because, first off, tomorrow starts Gen Con, the best 4 days in gaming, and I will be immediately leaving Gen Con on Sunday to go to Las Vegas to the big ASD trade show there. And then I will be coming back and getting ready for my very first roller derby bout ever under my derby name, Jackie Bauer, at Amber Waves of Pain. To find out more about that, if you live in Indianapolis, go to CircleCitySocialites.com. The Other Guys. It's directed by Adam McKay. There are 2 guys on the police force who are the big bad action heroes. They get everything crazy off the top, $12 million in property damage to track down somebody who has a joint. And they are played by Samuel L. Jackson and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. So they're heroes. And then there are 2 guys that sit at their desks, and they are played by Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell plays Alan Gamble, a very bookish sort that's, for some mysterious reason, attracts very hot women. Mark Wahlberg's character's name is Terry Holtz. Mark Wahlberg literally is like being around the Hulk. He starts out at a intensity level of 10, and then just he doesn't have anywhere else to go. He's freaking out the entire movie because he's sick of being in the office and he's about to explode. Because he made one career goof at one point in time, he's kind of stuck there with Will Ferrell. So the 2 team up to try and solve a crime. They accidentally stumble into something rather large. They never really know what to do about it. The entire movie has the feel of there was a group of guys in a room and they just said, hey, this would be a funny scene, and then they write the scene, and then they say, oh, this would be a funny scene too. Wouldn't it be funny if we saw them, and Will Ferrell could do this and he could just riff on it and be fun. Let's write this down. And then they took all these scenes, they shuffled them, mixed them up a little bit, and then kind of loosely tried to figure out, how are we going to transition from there to the, you know what, let's just not worry about it. Let's just stick them next to each other. The audience will just deal with it. There are several moments in the movie that made me laugh, but it was more out of surprise at the absurdity of the situation and not really the quality of, that was a great joke. It really tried to be a smarter movie than it is because of the themes that were worked in with the economy, Ponzi schemes, the fact that people aren't looking after their pensions, but it's all just kind of tucked in under the surface, like, oh, our audience is smart and they're just gonna see these things and then they're gonna go home and think about it and then they're gonna get mad and they're gonna like write their congressman and we're all gonna make a difference because we saw this idiot buddy cop movie. The ending credits are a trip. They seem like they would be perfect for the end of a documentary like Casino Jack in the United States of Money because it has a great love for animation, pie charts, graphs, showing how CEOs make a lot of money and the average other guy makes a very little amount of money. And I think it's supposed to instill rage in us as we leave the theater. The whole thing, again, was so strange that it's so hard to describe to you. I would say pretty much don't bother with this film. It's better than Cop Out, but that's not saying very much. So now I'm clocking out on this review because it's way too humid in here. And I want to thank you for watching and encourage you to subscribe to my podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews. And if you missed me on the radio last week on film sociology, I really want you to go to that site and download that podcast. I will include a link to it in the notes of this video. Take care.
Shameless plug! Don't forget to see all of my reviews and videos of me on the Rotten Tomatoes show at hauntedflowerreviews.com. Also check out our store, hauntedflower.com, the web's best source for fantastic apparel. You can follow us on Twitter at haunted_flower or fan our Facebook page too. If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.
You know who we are, 'cause we're pimping all over the world.